Okay guys, we're off to the Supermercado for food. We're gonna make some fun Mexican food tonight. I'll take you on the journey. Okay guys, we are in the store. I did have to mute the music in here because I'm sure it's copyrighted. But this store is so great, so clean, such open spaces in here. I really love it. I'm in the produce section, obviously first, kind of just showing you around, you know, all your different onions you got over here. Sorry for the quick turns, potatoes, beautiful produce. I have to say everything was just stunning and perfect. I was super impressed, quite honestly, really in love with it all. Looked great. Everything I chose and picked up was in top condition. Got a couple little jalapenos. That is for the salsa. Scott's over here grabbing avocados as well, which we didn't end up eating with our dinner, but you will see that coming up. So stay tuned in the video because we will be sharing that. And here I needed to grab some tomatoes for the salsa. Look at these beautiful onions. Gosh, I remember in our trip to Mexico, they were cooking those over the grill. And then here's where I found my bay leaves. They have so many spices, you guys, and the prices are truly phenomenal. So great way to pick up different spices that you might need. Maybe if you're looking for something more unique, super fun. So there's those in the basket, and then the pottery. Oh my goodness. I have one of these clay pots that I cook with, and I adore it. Absolutely adore it. I have one almost exactly like that I'm on right now. But look at the plates. I wouldn't mind one more pot. I do use mine frequently. I could just use one maybe that's a little bit larger. They had a fabulous little display here. Of course, soccer, you know, football, candy, the dulces. They have a great candy section, I have to say. Lots of good stuff. In the back of this store, I didn't really show it so much because I didn't want to catch people on video. I try to be respectful of that. But we're heading towards the back. They have an ice cream shop. Let's see if I might capture a little bit of a bit of them. That pulparindo, that is so good. I didn't know if I'd like it, but I had a friend that had it, and super, super delicious. All right. Piñatas right above our head. You know, get all your party supplies. Okay, now, these guys, these I love. Erin at oh gosh, what's the name of her video, her channel? Anyway, she calls them the Louis Vuitton bags of Mexico. Homestead of Light, I think that's it. Oh gosh, I'll have to look. Chips, lots of chips. They don't have one of our favorites, which is Fritos that have lime on them. They're so delicious. We love them. Yeah, they're super good, and they don't carry them here, sadly, but that's okay. Lots of other kitchen essentials that you can find here. And we always like pawing through it all, touching all the things. Oh my gosh, the coffee and tea mugs, I really do want one. I just haven't decided which one I must have yet. Isn't that cute though? The colors, so bright, so beautiful, all my favorites. Look at that beautiful little bowl. Yeah, the mugs though, I mean, I am a serious tea drinker if y'all have not been able to tell yet. And oh boy. Oh, this is a bean pot right there, which I think would be actually super fun if I had more space available in my kitchen. I'd be totally down to have that. But these mugs here, I am a serious tea drinker. I drink about 4 cups of water's worth of tea in the morning, and I could probably do it in one of these mugs. I'm pretty sure. I was super impressed with how big these were. They totally cracked me up. I might have to go back and get one because that would be my one-stop shop. Yeah, I'd be a happy camper. But this one I loved in the orange. So beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay, guys, more kitchen gadgets. Of course, they have a little something for everybody. This is the aisle of cleaning supplies and home goods. You've got your tortillas, of course, all of your baked goods, lots of snacks. There's the ice cream at the very end on the pink wall. I love these little tostadas at the top here. They're baked, not fried. Super delicious, a little healthier. Lots of different foods from different cultures within that kind of Hispanic community.
Nope,
Rice and beans, all different types. It's amazing. Canned, dried, everything that you could possibly want. You will not run out of options. Sauces, of course, are in here. And honestly, when I come with my friends, I can learn more about some of the foods that I'm unfamiliar with. Wall of drinks, lots of variety of drinks, of course, your wall of grilling equipment for your carne asadas. And then, of course, we're going to walk around here. You see more drinks in front of us. And now we're kind of in this refrigerated section where you'll find meats, you'll find cheeses, all those sorts of things. There's even some tortillas in there. I am grabbing a queso fresco to go with our dinner tonight. It's super good, little salty. It just adds such a great flavor. And then we're making our way back here to the meat market. I am going to be buying the marinated meat for fajitas, but I do ask the worker if I can practice my Spanish. So I ended up, unbeknownst to me, recording that with the phone in my pocket. So all you can see is pink. But if you want to hear me kind of interacting in Spanish, you are welcome to hang in there because that will be an added clip to the very end of this video. So you'll need to either fast forward or just hang out and cook with us and get to see it at that time. The guy was great about it. He said, oh yeah, I'll practice my English. You can practice your Spanish. He was really kind, wonderful. That meat is so good, so tender. So yeah, hang in there if you want to hear me speaking in Spanish at the end. All right, little bakery section, and it is so good. Conchas are some of my favorites, and then the little piggy ones. Oh, delicious, delicious stuff, let me tell you. And I have purchased from here. I really can't eat these things, so for me, the treat is a bite or two. But boy, you have that with a café de olla, a concha right there. Oh, delicious, dipping that in there, so good. Really such treats. And you know, the difference is I feel like these treats are not as sweet as kind of traditional American treats. So you feel like, you know, you're not getting overwhelmed by that sweetness. There's another concha. Those are some of my favorites. I think they're called marranitos, are the little piggy ones, but I'm recalling, I'm sure someone will call me out. If one of you more native speakers happen to catch this, you will let me know if that was correct or not. But they're super good. They have a kind of a gingerbread sort of flavor. I really love them. All right, on to the next thing. Now over here, they have this whole like restaurant section. Isn't it cute? Here's the foods kind of highlighted up close. It's a little cafeteria style. You order at the counter and then they fulfill it, but you get to walk down the lane and kind of see what they have to offer. My husband and I did have lunch, and I'm going to plug in a little clip here about what we had. We had chilaquiles. I had verdes, and I think my husband had rojos, but I cannot recall. Jamaica. Okay, and they were making their own tortillas, you guys. So I went up and I asked the lady, hey, can I record you, making tortillas? She was like, oh yeah, of course. And they do have a little machine, but they make them a seca. They run it through the machine, put the tortillas on. So those are fresh made. Absolutely amazing. Hi guys, we are back from the, well, we call it the Mexi Mart, but it's basically the Hispanic grocery store, one of them in town. And I thought I would unpack what I got so you guys could see. So for dinner, the reason why we went was for this was fajita meat. It's pre-marinated. I don't know that we're making fajitas out of it, but we will cook it up and have it with the beans that are cooking in there, some rice, and then we're going to make salsa in my molcajete so that we can have kind of just a fun experience. And then while we were there, we found this meat that is pre-chopped really fine for tacos. So let me see if I can kind of get you a close-up and you can see. So yeah, it's very finely chopped, so you can just pop that into a hot pan and season it and go. In addition, we picked up these chips. We don't buy chips a whole lot, really, honestly, because we don't eat a lot of them, but we're making salsa, so you kind of need chips to go with it, right? I mean, isn't that kind of part of the deal? And then I also got bay leaves. I needed those, and this is a great inexpensive way to get a lot of bay leaves is to buy them at your local, kind of international market, that sort of thing. Of course, we needed cilantro to go with our salsa. These I just got because I love them. They are baked tostada shells, and I will use them during the week. Like I have those beans I'm making, they'll be leftovers. I'll make a quick, easy lunch. And of course, with the meat, super simple. And then the rest of this is vegetables, I think, pretty much. Got some avocados for tonight. Onion, jalapeno, tomatoes for the salsa. I really like a green salsa, so like a tomatillo, but tonight we decided we would do a red salsa. And then some queso fresco. So that is everything that we got at the store. And if I have the wherewithal, I will take you along for the cooking adventure. I'm not sure how tonight will roll out. We've had kind of a crazy day and I'm prepping for the week for work. But while we were there, I don't know if all of you know, but I do take Spanish classes weekly. I go to a Spanish-speaking Bible study. I've worked very hard to learn Spanish. And so while we were there at the store, my husband kept saying, speak in Spanish, and I get nervous. So I just asked people, can I practice my Spanish with you? And they were like, oh yeah, of course, of course. And so we had a great time. While we were there, this particular market has a restaurant. A lot of the little markets do. So this one had a restaurant in it. And so we actually sat down and ate. So here's a little video of our lunch that we got. It was unbelievable. That's called chilaquiles, what we're eating. And we got it with the rice and the beans. We did the chilaquiles verdes, which means it just has a green sauce, tomatillo sauce. It was super good, muy delicioso. And it was a fun afternoon. Going to this market is always a fun time. So, all right, we'll see where we catch up in the next one. guys, dinner is done. Scott was manning the grill, meaning the cast iron pan on the stove, cooking all of the meat. We have a ton of meat, and this cost $14. There's some on our plates, there's some in our bellies already because we had to taste test it. I made all of the salsa. It didn't come out spicy enough because I was afraid I'd make it too spicy and you kind of can't go backwards once you've gone forward, but it's still really good. It came out very flavorful. And then I had black beans in the crock pot. Those are done. I was gonna do Spanish rice, but we had such a big lunch today that I decided to just keep a little bit more simple. So we'll give it a taste test for you guys and then we'll wrap this video. So you wanna try the salsa, which we've already tried a million times, but now we'll try it for you.
Officially.
Yeah, officially. It's got nice little charred bits in it, some jalapeno.
Great flavor.
Super flavorful. I don't know if y'all can find these chips, but they're really good. They're a thicker chip. Kind of remind me of the ones we ate when we were in Mexico.
Yeah, much thicker. Great for dipping.
Yeah. And then my poor little tortilla fell apart, but I'm gonna make like a little taco personally. Oh, and I have queso fresco I forgot about. Well, we'll pull that out for the next thing. I'm all done cooking for the day. I did a lot. This beef though, because the butcher marinates it for you when you pick it up, it's been marinating forever. So it's just super tender. It's like absolutely amazing. Really, really good. I gave him the rest of the jalapenos. I was too afraid to put in the salsa. He loves spicy. We did good. All right, guys, thanks for following along. See you in the next one. ¿Inglés o español? ¿Neither? Okay. Pruebo en español. Okay. Sí, okay. Perfecto. Okay. 2 libras de fajita marinada, por favor.
Perfecto español.
Ah, no. No, tú estás aprendido.
Scared.
Miedo, tengo miedo.
I'm scared too, so we either.
No, es marinada, fajita.
It's the sign.
Gracias. Okay.
Fajita.
Gracias, muy bien. Gracias.
¿Algo más?
Sí, por favor, un paquete de carne para tacos. Sí, un pequeño. Sí, arriba, sí, gracias. Es solamente carne de
Sí, tengo de puerco, yo carne al pastor.
pues no, es perfecto. Y no tienes chorizo no de puerco, sí, solamente solo puerco. Okay.
Probablemente ellos tengan ahí.
Aquí. Gracias.
Buen día, gracias amigo.
Sí, gracias. Tienes un buen día.